Hi BTN, my name's Rose Thompson and this is where I live. So Cobargo is kind of over those big green hills. The fire came from down this black ridge where it kind of looks like lace on the edge, and it came down that hill. It's kind of green now, so it's hard to tell, but it came down that hill and came on this place here and then went to our home.
Hello BTN, my name is Raimi and I live on Kangaroo Island in South Australia. Half of the island basically got burnt and the other side of the island hasn't, but most of the island has got burnt and a lot of the west end got burnt.
This holiday at Malakuta, it was a fun but scary holiday this time. Our caravan site was right near the wharf, which was the evacuation point. When the silence went, our mum got us out of the van and rushed us to the boat.
So the first fire, we were at our house and it was black all over the house and it was really scary, and I'm like to Mum, could we please go here? This looks really scary, might not be able to see.
Because I had never evacuated before, it was really scary. And like, me and Mum were really worried about it. It was very scary. Like, it was really, really scary. Like, I was really anxious and it was very hard for me to cope with that. It was really smoky, like the smoke was like orange, like because of the sun, it was really bright orange. And it was really hard to breathe. We had to keep wearing masks.
Our mum put our swimming goggles on so the smoke wouldn't hurt our eyes, and put our masks on. We had to wear our masks all day and everybody was at the wharf watching the fires burn. It was near us, and listened to the gas bottles explode.
So this is my home burnt down. And we think one of our cats, Millie, is in there, which is really sad. I also had a lot of special things, so I had just got given like a whole lot of some Christmas presents, and some of them were in there. This was my favorite tree to climb on, and as you can see, the ground hasn't got much grass like on the hills, and it's very just ashy. But there are a lot of burnt trees, and some of them have even fallen over, and like all the leaves have come off them, and it's really, really upsetting because this was like once a green lush forest with animals and birds and everything all over it. But this was my climbing tree and I loved it, and now it's kind of been a bit burnt.
When we came back after the first fire, it didn't get to our house, but it got just to our boundary of our other fence next to the house, about 200 metres away from the house, and it got through the whole back of the farm. It got 85% of the farm, ended up getting, and that was really scary. So we lost 400 stock, and we didn't lose any of our cows, none of our chooks or horses, luckily. I took my horse up to the shed because the fire, it got really close and we thought it might get close, so we took him up to the shed just for safety where it's all clear of trees. And yeah, because my horse was really scared at the moment, and yeah, she's a bit calmer now, but at the moment she wasn't really calm.
We got evacuated by a big helicopter, and it was so loud we put earplugs in our ears and earmuffs over the top, and it still was loud. I liked the helicopter because the back door was open most of the time, and I was sitting right behind the window. I could see hundreds of acres of burnt trees and forests.
Luckily we had a local team who helped all the farmers that had trouble with their farm and their stock, they all helped each other bury their stock in some pits, and so they didn't have any injured stock just in pain. And luckily we got all that done by the first day.
It's really sad that I lost my home, but I think you've just got to go like deal with it, and you've got to go, okay, well, just because my home's burnt down doesn't mean I can't be happy and I can't have fun still. I can still read books, I can still colour, and I can still do all these things that I did before my home burnt down. And I think I just got to be strong.